Otto is the director for Geneva Centre for Africa Security and Strategic Studies. He joins us from London. Sir, it's a pleasure. Thank you for your time. Firstly, let me just get your take on Prime Minister Hamdok's resignation.
Yes, I mean, this is a blow to the civilians that have been protesting for the reinstatement of the Prime Minister and his cabinet. But one must not also forget that, the Prime Minister, upon his resignation, and before that, he had been accused by the Vice Chairman of the Sovereign Council, the Deputy of the Sovereign Council, General Delgado, that the Prime Minister was in the know of the October coup d'etat. Therefore, it is not surprising that, there must have been some pressure for the Prime Minister to resign in a way his reputation was damaged. But I think the killings as well that have just happened very recently, and as well as today, could have triggered the Prime Minister from resigning, because of course, continuing with the transition and some of the accusations that were made, although he denied knowing about the October coup, perhaps had damaged his reputation. So I think, the transitional period again, becomes an issue here. But we're looking forward perhaps for a new, Prime Minister to take over from him. But it's still early days.
Early indeed. I was just about to ask you, what do you see happening now? I mean, is all hope lost for a government that's without the military's involvement?
Yes, the truth is that the military has the upper hand. For somebody who had been, remember the Prime Minister as well was a beneficiary of the 2018 coup that ousted, the veteran President Omar Bashir. Again, he went through the time when he was taken out of power by the military. So he's been through that. But, whoever is going to take his position will have all these circumstances in mind. But I think the strategy here that the military is using is to make sure that it consolidates its hold on the process, especially the transitional process. Now it is left to be seen if the military's own choice that they previously had in mind will take over from Prime Minister Abdalla Hamdok. But the biggest problem for the military would be the continuous protest, which we have seen since the coup d'etat happened. And I think this is where the trouble for Sudan is. As long as we still have that opposition from the population on the role of the military, and the military is still staying on, there is a deadlock here, and that could be dangerous for the transitional government.
Indeed. All right, David Otto at the Geneva Centre for Africa Security and Strategic Studies. Once again, thank you for your time.